I am so scared to do this, but as a Cuban living in Jamaica, I cannot not speak about what's going on right now.
The bilateral medical cooperation agreement between Cuba and Guyana has come to an end after the Cuban government decided to terminate the arrangement that allowed Cuban medical personnel to work in the country.
This is exactly why the divorce rate is high in Guyana. Look at this.
Hey, walk me dog, yo. Walk me dog, yo, walk. Walk me dog. Yo. Walk and go. Walk and go. Don't resist.
So I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw this guy Prince cut my video, the video that I made about Susan Rodriguez.
And everybody, but these children ain't got no manners. These children ain't got no respect. Let me tell you all something. Stop blaming the children.
Dog the things me comfy, dog the things, you hear? Dog the things me comfy, dog the things, you hear me? Dog the things me comfy, dog the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Dog the things me comfy, dog the things, you hear me? Dog the things me comfy, dog the thing, whoa. Dog the things me comfy, dog the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried.
Neighbors, let me start the things up now. We're gonna let's start the things TV. How you guys doing? Welcome to a fresh upload of a fresh update. Welcome back to the channel. Your boy Fire Feelings, aka Mr. Let's Start the Things, is in the building. Well, as you guys see how we start the video, you guys know where the inside the pot bubbling. You know where they're on the menu, so you know what dish not on the plate today. Try stick around to the end of the content so you could get every piece of detail that we gotta drop today. And like I said, guys, do the right thing by dissecting in the comments. You know the code, you know what's up, alright? Remember, if it's your first time over here, give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on so you'll be notified when we drop a video, when we go live. Remember, we're building the channel. You understand? We're back on the track again, like I said. Video will be uploading every single day. I promise you guys. You know the code, alright? Remember, the 30th of May is my big birthday celebration. Please, definitely, I'm going to let you know when tickets is on Eventbrite, and I'm going to let you know when everything started running. But mark the date, 30th of May, my birthday celebration in Atlanta, Georgia. All right? Anyway, don't waste no time. Let's jump into these topics that we got for you. Quick and fast. Let's get this.
But faith without work is death. So me never stop working yet. Although struggle is real, still I hold the toast stronger than steel. Good. I don't know your boy Star High representative for Let's Start the Things TV. You understand? For all the Guyanese, everything you talk about entertainment, we talk about news, we talk about all the mix up them, everything. You understand? Let's Start the Things TV. You know, you can catch it on YouTube. Subscribe to the thing, like the thing, and make sure the thing go on. You understand? Because watching a man, me endorse it, and a whole heap of big man endorse it also. You understand? Big up yourself, Fire. You understand me? Do it, brother. Can me never stop working yet. Although struggle is real, my hold the town stronger than steel. Yeah.
Well, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys doing great. We're going to kick it off definitely with a Cuban national that lives in Jamaica. For those persons who don't know what's going on, now it seems like the Cubans, doctors, nurses, definitely that was serving their time, doing whatever they was doing, making sure the people them art and so forth in Jamaica. It seems like it comes to an end. You know when them say contract done, yes, it looked like the contract is over with, but the persons are saying it's not done. People are saying that Donald Trump tell the Prime Minister of Jamaica to, you know what I mean, boycott, cut them off and let them beat out. Now them have this Cuban national here is in pain and misery and hurt. This is what she have to say, viewers and subscribers. Take a listen.
I am so scared to do this, but as a Cuban living in Jamaica, I cannot not speak about what's going on right now. As all of you know, the Jamaican government has decided to not renew contracts to Cuban doctors and nurses working in Jamaica. This relationship has been going on for 50 years, and the Cuban doctors have assisted millions of Jamaicans to meet someone who has been in a Jamaican hospital. I share the fact that I'm Cuban. They always follow up with, I was at the hospital and the nurse was Cuban and she was so nice. I was at the hospital and the doctor who assisted me is Cuban and he was so nice. I am not here to judge. I am not here to judge the Jamaican government. I am not here to judge the Cuban government. I just want to share my thoughts as a Cuban, and I just feel it for the people so much. I feel it for the doctors and the Cuban nurses so much. I'm not criticizing the government's decision. They have to do what they have to do. The same thing for the Cuban government. I am here to give you a perspective from the people. Just imagine that you are in a country where being a doctor doesn't really make a difference. Your government come to you and say, you have been chosen to go to Jamaica. You're going on a mission to Jamaica to offer our health services. Back when I was in Cuba, when you go to another country to serve in a mission, you still get your Cuban salary. It's not a lot of money, but it's money that your family could have access to, or you will have access to all that money when you return from the mission. Usually missions are sometimes up to 5 years. The doctors and nurses will get to go home once a year for a month, thereabout. When you travel to Jamaica, you're going to receive a salary in Jamaica, and you're able to do with that money what you want. Usually they save a lot of money and they accumulate a lot of items depending on what their goal is. A lot of people want to furnish their home, people want to do businesses, and they're allowed even to carry a whole container full of things to Cuba. But these doctors and nurses working in Jamaica, although the conditions are not ideal, and don't get me wrong, the conditions for Jamaican doctors are not ideal either, it is still a great opportunity for them. They get to leave Cuba, get to learn another language, make extra money, they get access to material things, they get to help people, they get to leave that mark in Jamaicans' hearts. You always hear the tenderness, the patience, the love, and the care. And I am not saying that the Jamaican doctors and nurses are not the same, but you don't hear, oh my God, Lord Almighty, them Cuban people, them rough, them rude, we don't know why the government bring them Cuban people, them come here. So you don't hear the contraries. It is hurtful to see that that will be no more. Now there is another side to that coin. There are repercussions and sanctions for any nurse or doctor who decides to not return to Cuba. And also there are restrictions from the Jamaican government for those nurses and doctors. They are welcome to work here once they are working in that contract, but if they are outside of the contract, it is a very different picture. A lot of talks is going on, and a lot of people were not aware of this perspective. Nothing is perfect. Things between governments are going to be messy. Although I am not a nurse, although I am not a doctor, but yet I'm receiving the gratitude, the support messages, the we are with Cuba messages on the DMs, and I really, really thank you all for that. For every nurse that I know, I will make sure to let them know that the Jamaican people feel it for them. So what can we do now? If you know any Cuban nurse or a doctor, you have their number, call them and let them know that you are with them. And if you can do an invitation letter and make them come here, so do it. Help them come migrate to Jamaica, because we are going to need them. Thank you all so much for watching. Much love.
Like telling you, I know it feels, sister. I know how it feels. It's crazy. A lot of Jamaicans are saying that to you, Anjul is wrong for do this. A lot of persons are saying Anjul is right to do it. I don't know. But any Jamaican national that is on our channel, feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts upon this. Yes, so. Now, speaking about the Cubans, doctors and nurses, it seems like the contract come to end in Guyana also. So I'm like shocked. I saying, wow, this is crazy. Like, is Trump really telling these motherfuckers let go of these people then? Viewers and subscribers, take a listen.
The bilateral medical cooperation agreement between Cuba and Guyana has come to an end after the Cuban government decided to terminate the arrangement that allowed Cuban medical personnel to work in the country. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony told reporters that the government had been engaging Cuban authorities before the decision was taken to discontinue the presence of Cuban doctors in Guyana. Anthony said the termination of the Cuban Medical Brigade occurred in February.
The Cubans have withdrawn their medical workers who were here, and so the whole thing came to an end.
Despite the end of the bilateral arrangement, the minister explained that the government has offered an option for Cuban medical professionals who wish to come to Guyana. According to Dr. Anthony, doctors, nurses, and technicians from Cuba who want to continue to work in the country can seek employment independently through the local system.
If they want to come to Guyana, they can come to Guyana, and once they're properly qualified and certified by our medical authorities here, medical council, nursing council, and so forth, once they meet those requirements, then we'll be able to offer them a job. And quite a number of persons have come, and we have offered them that job. So they're working in the public system, so we don't have a problem once they're qualified.
Question as to whether the ending of the agreement will have an impact on the country's healthcare system, the minister said government has expanded training.
No, we have, as you know, we have been expanding our healthcare system, and so we have also started to expand training. So a lot of the people who are on the brigade were nurses, and through our training program, we are compensating for those that would have been withdrawn. This year, for example, because 3 years ago we started a registered nursing program, and by June of this year we'll be graduating close to 800 persons, and they would come into service as soon as they have graduated successfully.
The health minister also disclosed that the government is continuing discussions with Trinidad and Tobago on the recruitment of doctors, where hundreds of doctors are finding it difficult to get jobs.
We understood that they had about 400 doctors that weren't finding jobs in Trinidad. So that's one of the things we're exploring. So some of them, again, once they're suitably qualified, we would be able to hire them here.
Earlier, the minister denied the decision was influenced by pressure from the United States government, which has been publicly critical of Cuba's overseas medical programs.
Well, I tell you, as you heard the bulletin, as you heard the news, I don't feel nothing, no contract come to no end and all them thing. But I think they got to do what the boss say. And Trump is the boss right now. Because you see them man had some summit the other day whereby all president from Guyana, Trinidad all over. You know what I mean? Just like when Russian had dating, when they had Maduro, China, Abraham Traore. Right? This politics game is a serious piece of game. But you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this situation here as we continue.
What? Why just by me telling me why? Anything you say to me, you won't see. When you go anywhere, you lose me, then I go so. Hey, we holding him off for. What do you want to do? Hey, you want to chew by? You don't fuck with me, boy. You better if I give you blood to me, boy. Hey, can I go for by? I want you to lose me. I mean, do nothing. Stand up. Good, I like those. I like those. Not even you. I like those. Don't even like you. Good. Lose me, dog. You know me and you get it done. Lose me. I just walk. Hey, don't walk, dog. Walk because walk. Watch. Says the man even do nothing. Says up the man even do nothing. No, me want you tell me nothing. The man stop you. I can't say, you know, whatever you want to know. I want to know. You can say stop you. I go put them up too. I put them up too. I put it on the top too. I want you to lose me, one dog. You wake up and me want to control you. I have no benefit to you. We have to put on. We have no hold on. What do you push on the man? Good. There's why you like see. What do you push? What do you force in a man in the station? Don't touch me, what?
Now y'all see the video y'all just watched there, right? Now this video was sent to me by one of my good friends. This is her nephew, right? Y'all see how the police is harassing that young man? That young man today was waiting for an order that he ordered. He is 17 years old, be 18 years old. He goes to TI, right? Why is it, when she sent me this video, why is it the Guyana police force is harassing our young people on the streets now? Why is it the Guyana police force feel that they have the right to just look at people and just decide who they can go and harass just so out of the blue? Did y'all suspect this young man of anything? Did y'all just get something saying that this young man stole somebody's chain, this young man stole, he thief, anything, he harass anybody? No. Just so y'all just harassing, look at y'all grabbing at this man, tugging him with y'all taser gun in y'all hand, traumatizing this young man for no reason at all. Now, what is really going on here? Why is it the Guyana police force, some of these officers feel that they're above the law? Why is it these officers are like criminals? Like they get the license when you put on the uniform for the Guyana police force. It's like you're a criminal now. You can just do whatever you feel like it. When somebody talk wrong to you, you feel you can get your buddies to come and harass that person. Y'all feel you can just harass anybody? I need the relevant the relevant authorities to take a look at that, to take a look into that particular matter. Because it may not have been my child, but it can be any of our children. That young man is in TI. Everybody knows people going to TI. There's be young adults, your 20s. You can be in your 30s, 40s going to TI. Why is anybody with a uniform now y'all just picking trouble with? And then, when the family is going to go at the outpost now to find out is what exactly happened, what did the young man do? The officers is like the young man didn't do anything. They can't answer the question. What nonsense is that? Bring back the days when the guy in the police force was filled with people who actually cared about citizens. People who actually cared about their jobs, about justice. All the guy in the police force care about is collecting bribes and harassing people and letting people pass with a bunch of tints. I see with my own two eyes a lot of traffic blocks. And it's people with blue lights, people, their friends or family, they're ponging, they having a whole good time. Guy in the police force, always on the phone. Every single time they stop somebody, they're working for some call center. They always on the phone to the ears talking to somebody, so somebody can get the person off. Just taking bribes, that's all they're good for. Just so y'all just see this young man, and y'all just start tormenting, harassing, traumatizing that young man for no reason at all. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And nobody don't come in my inbox talking about politics and the government and the thing. This is not about government. I don't care about the government. I don't care about red, black, yellow, or blue. I don't care. What I care about is being a citizen of Guyana and being able to walk these streets without being harassed unjustly by the police. That's what I care about. I care about my children. My children, when they reach 17, 18, want to go and get their degree, their diploma. I want my children to be able to walk these streets without being tormented. That is what I care about. And that is what the police should be care about, because that is their job. To serve and to protect. That's not what these police officers doing now. They're just serving and protecting the people who giving them bribes and giving them money. That is all they care about. I would love it if the relevant authorities take a look at what happened today.
Well, sister, you talk the right thing, because me know, I don't know, but what I'm saying is that a lot of person, if you are comply, things like this won't happen. Imagine if you did comply. do the resisting all of this big wedgie, all this pull of jersey, pull of pants down the road. Everybody, all your friends got watching the girls, them way you're struggling, got watching at you, and you got forgetting like some bad man, lose me. Guyanese people need to have respect for the police, and the police need to have respect for the Guyanese citizens also. Now, I don't know what the youth man do, but from since the welfare officers pulled the girl, it seems like people are out now with these kids that is not going to school or so forth or so forth. But wait, I want to know, is random them is just look at somebody and go and snatch them just to dry, or is reports have to be out for this kid at least from the school and so forth or parents? I don't understand what's going on. But this is right. I tell you this, if it's two things I never like, wedgie from police, I always said do not hold me, I gonna walk. And the second thing I tell them, let me empty me pants. If I gotta pull me whole flapping pants off of them, see me ain't got nothing on me, let me do it. Don't push your hand in my pocket. But if you're some subscribers here, let me know where's your thoughts upon that situation there. As we continue now, we got a big man friend here, so whereby the discussion is a very, lengthy discussion, and it is a reasonable topic whereby we having over here on Let's Start the Things TV between the parents and the children. Now, when children go wrong, a lot of persons are saying blame the parents. Then some saying blame the kids. Now, we don't know, but you guys listen to what this man's saying and let me dissect it in the comment section. Take a listen.
Hey, good afternoon, TikTok. Good afternoon, Facebook. This is just saying 56. I want to talk about children today. You know, a whole lot of things going on with children and their behavior and all kind of thing in Guyana, right? And everybody but these children ain't got no manners. These children ain't got no respect. Let me tell you all something. Stop blaming the children. Stop it. Stop blaming the children. It's not the children change. It's the parents change. Me know when it happened, but all of a sudden, it's not the parents raising the children no more. It's the children raising the parents. The children bringing up the parents. You know why I'm saying though? Back in the day, when your mother bring home a boots for you go to school, you gotta wear the boots to school. You can't. You could talk shit, but you gotta talk it when she ain't listening. Nowadays, it's not done. Nowadays, the children carrying the mother the store and showing the mother which boots they want. And the mother doing anything for get the boots for the child. Says the children raising the parents. It's the parents change. So y'all stop blaming the children. You got a lot of parents out there, whether they want to admit it or not. It's kangalangs. A set of kangalang parents. You got fathers walking around sagging their pants, wearing all kind of things, smoking weed in front of the children, cussing down their mother in front of their children. What you think gonna happen? Is the parents change? Back in the day when you go in school and you do something stupid, and the teacher say, I calling your mother, you are faint because you know when your mother get there, you in bigger trouble. You in bigger trouble than wherever it is you start because your mother ain't playing. Nowadays, if the child do something stupid and the teacher try to discipline them, the child say, "I guy bring me mother," and the mother coming for beat up the teacher and all them kind of things. So if the parents change, I could go on and on giving examples of how the parents change. You understand? Back in the day, we used to cuss and talk bad word, but you gotta do that when no adult in there wrong listening. Because any adult that hear you would discipline you, they ain't gonna knock you, but they can talk to you and tell you what the hell you're doing, why you're doing that. Nowadays, you can't even talk to nobody, child. You're mad. They would now come and cuss you out for telling their child don't cuss on the road. So stop blaming the children as the parents change. Here what y'all do for me, and this is some homework. I want y'all find 10 parents that y'all know that read a book from cover to cover in their whole life. They got people that's 30 something, 40 something, 20 something, never read a book from cover to cover. What you think they could tell their children? What you think they could tell their children? Some of them drop out of school themselves. Kangalang parents. This is what we got right now. Y'all didn't understand? So stop blaming the children, man. Stop. Is the parents change, not the children? I just saying.
Well, I telling you, you got a point to do you're saying, but still at the end of the day, I'm not gonna give 100% blaming the mothers or parents, neither 100% blaming on the children them. And then when you talk about reading cover to cover, I never read cover to cover. I'm not a big reader, but I never read cover to cover. But I'm a damn good father. I know how to raise me kids them. I know what to do in front of them and what not to do, what to say and what not to say in front of my kids them. So they got some banner who got education and still make some of them who got education look like joke. I telling you, it's just like the banner them who would take care of sperms, doing a child. Make he look like joke. Man taking care of your own child, your own sperms you supposed to taking care. You get where I'm coming from? So basically, I don't feel like the blame for go upon the family alone or the kids alone. It's bipolar or vice versa. You know what I mean? Because they have family out there, parents out there that is cry, plead, oh guys, stop us, give you everything, does thing. Come on, man. So you can't set up. You can't give the full blame to the parents. The kids, them have to take some blame. But viewers and subscribers, like I said, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this here. So
This is exactly why the divorce rate is high in Guyana. Look at this. A husband came home from a long day's work and all he's doing is sitting on his phone. He has no time for his wife
or his children.
Beware, people. Choose your spouses wisely. I didn't ask for this. This is not what I bargained for. Anyways, life goes on.
well, I tell you something. This is a sad husband. Sad man ain't got time. Sad man face still there in the phone. Sad man ain't smile out when the child say he ain't got time with the wife, not the children. The man like me ain't got time with you. I could talk cheese on the internet. But this is a serious husband. But this crazy though. For now when you come home from a hard day of work, who's the first persons you deal with? Your children and your wife. So for now your wife gonna complain saying you just dep on phone. Well, let me always say this, how come cat is eat people dinner. So if he continue, his dinner will be eaten. You get where I'm coming from? Anyway, this is how far we're going to jump out. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. Like I said, if you watch the video so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on. You know the code. Stay safe, stay blessed. Follow us on our social media platform is in the description. Stay safe, stay blessed. Like I said, we out.